Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with more My Hero Academia. This is Season 2, Episode 2, and I'm excited for this season. We've got a sports festival. I'm curious what kind of events they have because it apparently replaced the Olympics. That's just a little bit mind-blowing to think about. But yeah, everybody's going to be able to show off their quirks and their talents. We'll see how Deku adapts. Hopefully he'll be able to get his quirk a little bit more under control by the time the sports festival rolls around. But yeah, I'm excited to check it out. If you guys want to watch the full reaction or you want to see episodes a week early, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, let's get started. If you're seeing this, but you still haven't seen the reaction to this episode yet, that means I had to get rid of it to unblock this video. But you can still watch the reaction in the link in the description below. Otherwise, let's get on to the discussion. Alright guys, we are jumping right into it. Sports Festival is starting. And Deku is unsure of himself. I'm unsure of him, honestly. Like, he can't even control his quirk yet. I was like, oh, maybe he'll have some time to figure it out. But it turns out they only have 2 weeks before the sports festival. And he looked like he was just doing normal muscle training, which will help limit the damage on his body, but still not nearly enough. He needs to learn how to control his quirk. And that doesn't seem like it happened before the sports festival. And yeah, everybody is checking out Class 1A, which makes sense. They survived a villain attack with next to no injuries. But yeah, Bakugo upsets everybody. First, outside the classroom, he's just saying, like, he called them a bunch of extras, those other students. And Deku, he's realizing how serious Bakugo has gotten, that he's no longer just like showboating and laughing and going crazy a little bit. And he's just, there's a montage of him remembering Uraraka's resolve, wanting to help her family, Ida wanting to be a great hero like his brother, and he reflects on the emotion he felt at the beach all those months ago. It's a couple of weeks ago, actually. But it's been a while for me. But yeah, it's all a good recap on everybody's motivation, but it also like allows us insight into Deku's thought process, which I really appreciate. I really want to see what Ida's brother is like. Is it just gonna be another Ida like mechanical clone, except for a little older? Because yeah, like the Ida family all wears like the same type of costume. There's a blue-haired guy who just seems to be gunning for people's spots in the hero course, though. Apparently, people from other classes can like join the hero class by outshining them and kicking them out. Take Mineta. Just trade the pervert for the slightly creepy guy. We see him later on, and people are carrying him on the ice when Todoroki freezes it. That's interesting. He has that much support from... I don't know if it's because they feel like he's the only one with a chance, so they help him out or something. I don't know. Even someone from 1B is jealous of the attention 1A is getting. That's really interesting to see. But yeah, everybody wound up training for 2 weeks, and it's off to the races. Deku's mom worrying over him is really sweet. I love her. She's so cute. And yeah, we arrive at the festival, and there are heroes protecting the area. Mountain Lady is ridiculous. She's kind of really funny with how obvious she is. Like, she's like wiggling her hips and like hand on her chest and like, oh no, my money's in another costume. The guy was like, so hot on the house, aren't you a deer? No shame, zero shame. It was actually kind of hilarious. Like back in the first episode when I thought some of these heroes on the streets were going to be a bigger part of the story, like she already made a pretty big impression with that like almost maniacal look on her face when she took Kamui Woods' spotlight. So yeah, it's interesting to see these guys in the background once in a while. Then we have Todoroki's declaration of war. I thought Bakugo might get offended, like, but he isn't really. He's a little bit, maybe. I thought he was going to be like, why did he threaten that damn nerd and not me? But Bakugo has coasted by being the strongest, and now he recognizes there are real threats out there between him and his goal of being number one. So, yeah, I understand. He's a little bit calmer now, it seems. Though he can still get angry at times. We do get a closer look at some of the guys of the students in 1B. There was some guy whose teeth was like spread across his entire face. There's a Poison Ivy looking character. Just her hair is like looks like Ivy. Someone looks like his head is like a ghost Pokemon, and then there was like a girl with like horns. We'll have to learn all these different quirks and what they're about. It'd be funny if she was just horn girl, like Ojiro is just tail girl, like tail guy. She just has horns. That's her only quirk. It doesn't make her stronger or anything. And just yeah. And then we saw someone with from the support class with crazy goggles. That feels like a big important character just based on how much effort was put into the design. Like the business class, they all looked like very normal, so I feel like none of them are going to be important. But she looked with her goggles and the pink hair, she looked like she stood out. And then we have Midnight, the R-rated hero, announcing the first year high school festival. Seems questionable. Like the R-rated hero for a bunch of first year of high school is like 13, 14 in Japan. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, freaking Mineta. Oh, this boy. And so many sexual innuendos. Like, I don't want to restrain anyone, at least in this game. I don't know if that means that she wants to restrain them in other contexts, or maybe they'll be restrained in coming events. I don't know. She's a little too much, though. But yeah, Todoroki gets off to an early lead in the obstacle course, while the rest of 1A moves up pretty quickly as well. Momo, Bakugo, Aoma, and Kirishima in particular. Even Mineta makes his way to the front, and I was like, holy crap, there's no way he actually is gonna get the drop on Todoroki. But then he gets destroyed by a machine, those robots from the entrance exam. Todoroki makes short work of them and runs ahead while they collapse behind him all over everybody else. And for an obstacle course, I did think Ito would probably get a pretty big head start and with his speed and his engine. I feel like he has for any race, land-based race, I feel like he has an advantage. So this will definitely be interesting for Deku. He couldn't take out the robots without using his quirk last time, and he can't exactly go crazy with his quirk this time either, because there are multiple parts of this festival coming up afterwards. He's got this like sly, crooked smile that's indicative of some more confidence, but he still doesn't have a plan yet. We'll see how well he does. I'm assuming he'll make it past the first course and qualify for the next one. We'll see how well he does this time. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Really enjoyed this. I'm gonna give this an 8. We're still in like the kind of recap phase, but like it's coming. There's it's a crescendo towards something really exciting, and I'm really happy that we'll be able to check out the next episode soon. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see the full reaction, you can check out Patreon. Otherwise, see you guys next time.